Hello everyone, Tapesh Kumar here, back with another video. This is my story on how I became a pilot. Okay, so I was born on 26th of December 1992 in Bhiwani, which is a small district in Haryana. But I've pretty much stayed all my life here in Delhi, and proper Delhi wala London ekdam. So I did my schooling out of Delhi as well, out of Mount Carmel School. I passed out of 12th in 2010, and however, since 2008, since I passed my 10th class, engineering had always been the primary thing. Like it's with most of us with science backgrounds, engineering karo ya doctor bano. So basically it was engineering for me. I took coaching classes for engineering, IIT exams and AIEEE and I don't know what not. So that was the prime purpose in life initially. I gave the IIT exam in 2010 and guess what? I failed. So and that turned out to be a failure, and that also ruined my 12th class, but okay, that's how life is. So, but giving up was not an option back then, so I decided to continue. I decided to drop 1 year after my 12th class and continue studying for IIT. So by the time my family had shifted to Bangalore after my 12th class, so I was there in Bangalore then for almost about 11 months or so. I studied for IIT once again and hoping to pass this time, but as destiny would have it, it wasn't supposed to happen. So I had already come to realize that engineering was not exactly my thing. I decided to tell my parents that, hey, see, engineering is something I cannot do. Please get me into something else. So something else, I had two other options. One was football and one was flying. Football, I was too old for it, but flying was something which I always was passionate about, and so that's what I decided to do. So finally I gathered the guts to tell my parents one day, and that day was 17th of March 2011. So that was the day. In the morning I told them कि भाई हमसे engineering ना हो पाएगा and हमको pilot बनना है. So it was hard telling them and wasting all of your last 3 years की मेहनत, but turned out well. My parents decided to support me despite coming from a very middle class family, a very normal family. They decided to support me and fund the whole thing, and as you know, CPL is a bit too costly. So anyways, they decided to support me, their financial support and their moral support as well. I got into aviation. Before getting into aviation, when everyone came to know that Tapesh has dropped his IIT plans and is now trying for something else, everyone labeled me a failure and a quitter. I had studied 3 years for IIT and for engineering, but I gave up midway. I didn't even give the exam in 2011. So everyone was like, he's a quitter, and because I had already failed the last year, so a failure as well. So all this criticism and all this belittling coming from all the relatives and the society was kind of helpful to me. As a person, it helped me, it motivated me to do something nice with what I was now doing. It worked as a motivator for me. A quitter and a failure can also do something very good with his life, can do something that he loves and do well in life. That was something that I was determined to do, and which I think I did end up doing. Also, your self-confidence takes a really big hit when you switch from one career to another which is totally different, and when everyone else around you is very critical of it. It does take a toll on your self-confidence. So there I was when I joined aviation, low on self-confidence, a declared failure and a declared quitter, trying to do something with his life. So that's how I joined aviation, but I had the determination to prove a point, to show everyone that I was not what they labeled me to be and that I could do well in life as well. So yeah, that was how I got into aviation, and from there on it kind of got better. I joined Chime Aviation on 19th of April 2011. I worked hard there, I really worked hard. I worked my ass off, and I was out of Chimes in the next about almost 11 months. My last flight of Chimes was on 31st of March 2012. So almost 11 months out there, in which I finished my 200 hours of flying and all my DGCA papers. I cleared all my exams in the first attempt except Technical General, which took 2 attempts. So on 31st of March 2012, I walked out of Chime Aviation with my CPL papers in my hand, a lot of dreams ahead of me, and a lot of haters and silent society behind me. The next logical step from there on was to do type rating. And 737 had always been my dream aircraft. Like from the day I joined aviation, 737 was the aircraft I wanted to fly. So that's what I did. I went for my 737 type rating. I left India on 11th of July 2012, went to Berlin, Germany at Cockpit for You to finish off my 737 type rating. Spent about 2 months there. Very good learning experience. That's where I got to learn how to fly this beautiful airplane. Came back on 10th of September 2012, and from there on it was just hard work and prayers. Hard work to learn about the aircraft, to learn the technicalities, all the systems and how everything works, and prayers were for any airline to come up with vacancies for 737 rated people. For the next 5 months I was deep into FCOMs and all the 737 books, and luckily for me, Jet Airways came up with vacancies in February 2013. Well, I was well prepared for them. The exam was amazing. I'm boasting a bit right now, but I stood number 1 all through the selection process, which included an exam, then came the GD, then the interview and the sim check. So I cleared all of them, and I finally joined Jet Airways on 8th of April 2013. And from there on it's just history. So yeah, that's how it went, and so here I am almost 5 years later with about 3,200 hours under my belt, and telling you not to quit. Keep working hard, keep working for your dreams, and one day I'm sure you'll make it. I'll see you guys in the next one.